Share my screen. Everyone can able to see my screen, right? So let's repeat what we did yesterday. Okay, so in high level, I'm deleting this project. So now I'm not having anything. Okay. So how to start the project? File, new, Java project, and we can give. We can create a project. Then we'll create a package. Okay. Right click, new, package. We can use small letters, something. Then we are going to create a class. Project name and class name same I choose. Okay. So then public static void main string args. Then we'll write sysout make sound to 0. This make sound to 0. That is the mute. Right, this one we did yesterday. Right. So now, no problem. Okay, now this is how to run it. Run as Java application. Then you can see like output is coming here. Right. Till then we did yesterday. So then what we did, we created the variables, right? How we created? We started with int a, right? Int means a data type. So how much it will take? How much memory it will take? How much memory it will take? Int. How much time? How much memory it will take? Integer.
4 bytes.
4 bytes. Okay. So it will take 4 bytes. Why I added these slashes? It will consider as a comment notes. I just to note down whether I will forget. So I added 4 bytes. Right. So int means integer. I'm telling I'm going to create one variable with the name a. Variable name is a, and it will store value 10. Okay. So int a is equal to 10. Now if I want to create b, I will write int b is equal to 23. So I create two variables. What if I want to calculate a plus b? Int c is equal to a plus b. Right? So now what is the value of c? 33. How we can print it? C. Right? So now I'm printing C. You can see the total value will get printed. 33. Okay. So this is for integer. Integer is a medium size, 4 bytes. No, I want small thing. I don't want. I'm not going to show bigger value. Then what I can do? I can go with the byte also. Byte. I will instead of integer, I can use byte also. Because I am using small values, I can go with the byte will take 1 byte memory. This one will not take 4 bytes, 1 byte memory. Right? So how to create the variable? We'll give data type, variable name equal to, we can assign value. It's not mandatory that I will assign the value in initial itself. I can do like this also. For example, what I can do is, I'm not assigning value, right? After that, I can assign the value. Understood? First, I'm declaring int a. In future, I'm going to store the value in future. For example, when child is born, right? So some people will keep the name at the time of birth itself, right? Some people will take some time, right? So similarly here also, when I'm saying int a, child is born, memory allocated, but name value not assigned. Okay. Then later in next line, what I did, I am assigning the value a is equal to 10, right? So like that I can do, and I can modify all value also. Now here what I am doing, I am modifying the value. What is the value of a now? What is the value of a?
50.
What is the value of a?
50.
What is the value of a? Think and tell me. The value of a is 50. What is the last value only? It will remain. Last value. For example, we have one slate. First I return A, I remove it. Return B, I removed it. Last whatever I am writing, that will remain there. Right? Similarly, here also, if I am saying int A, nothing, no value is there. Then I said A is equal to 10. Now, in this till this line, A value is 10. After this, I modified the value. Now A value is 30. Again, I modified the value. The A value is 50. I'm keep on changing. That's why it's called variable. What is the meaning of variable? The value which keep on changing is called variable. Got it? So now what is the value of A? A value will be 50. So when I'm running it, run as Java application, I can see what is the value of A, 50. Right? Now let's work on operations, calculations. Okay. So what are the operators are there? We will be having operators. I'm just writing a comment. Plus, minus, into, divided by, what is the, right? These are the primary operations, right? So plus, minus, into, divided by. These are called operators. Operators. So normally when we do normal calculations, right, we'll use this one. Okay. So for example, if I want to do int A, B calculation, right? I will write int A is equal to something into B is equal to something, right? Into C is equal to A plus B, right? So here I am declaring C, I'm placing A plus B. So now the calculation of the 10 plus 34 will get calculated and stored in C. Whatever the operations will happen, it will calculate it from here and it will get stored in C. Okay. So now when I'm printing, so let me run it. 46. Right. So here what I'm doing, I'm doing basic operation. For example, if I'm A minus B, for example, B minus A, if I'm doing, what is the value of now? What is the value of C? (34) minus 12. What is the value of C?
22.
22. Right. So just running it. Right. So all the operations we can do. So how many are here from maths background? Mathematics background. You are okay. So I will write one question here. Let's see how many will answer it. Okay. Let me make it simple now. Okay. What is the value of C? So, yeah. Unmute yourself
24.
and you can answer.
24.
20?
4.
Any other answer?
11.
11.
11.
12. Someone is saying 12.
11.
Sure. Why you are saying 11?
The BODMAS rule.
Hmm?
BODMAS rule.
BODMAS rules. Yes. So normally, when you are having this type of calculations, so multiplication will take precedence. Multiplication will take precedence, right? So you cannot calculate like this: a into a plus a, kita 4. Then 4 into 6. This is not right way. What we need to do is first multiplication will take precedence. So multiplication, what is this one? We need to do this first, right? So we'll do first what? 2 into 3, 6. Then plus 5. 6 plus 5, 11. Understood? So the calculation is very important, right? So when you are missing any order, it will completely give you different answers. Okay, whenever you are doing mathematical calculations, you need to make sure that you are using brackets. If you are missing the brackets, it will give you different results. So normally, if I want to do a plus b whole square, I will write the brackets like this. Right? In this case, what is the value? Hmm?
24.
24.
Right? 24. So here, what I'm doing, BODMAS, I'm controlling by using brackets. Okay, so make sure that whenever you are calculating with operators, you will need to follow BODMAS rules. You know what is BODMAS rules? Manu? So please, you should be good in maths. That is difficult because we are going to teach you Java, right? So, but we are not going in details of maths. But most of the parts we will be having calculations when we are going for Java, right? So normally in business logic, whenever we are writing, we will be calculating based on. So, for example, if you think like what is the percentage of profit, right? So you need to calculate percentage of profit, right? How many installments you need to pay. All those calculations will be in maths only. So at the same time, if you are getting some time, work on mathematics also, right? At least you need to have +2, right? +2 maths is there, right? Till then, you should be good in maths. Okay. This one is very basic BODMAS rules. BODMAS rules is nothing but a controlling the flow, right? So which one is having precedence, which one is not having precedence. Okay. So can anyone tell me what is the BODMAS full abbreviation? What is B there? What is the B there?
Brackets.
Brackets. O.
Of.
Then D,
Division.
division. Right. M,
Multiplication.
A
Addition.
is subtraction, right? So first one is a bracket. Whenever you are placing the bracket, you are controlling the flow. So you are able to see my screen, right? So starting with B, brackets, bracket will control complete flow. The highest precedence will go to brackets. Then, right? So division will take the highest precedence, division, then multiplication. then addition and subtraction. Okay, so normally division and multiplication, if you are reversing also no problem. Only decimal points will get different, but calculation will be same. But you cannot move plus and into. The values will get changed. Okay. So now this is the operator, plus, minus, into, divided by, all those things are operators. So any questions still here?
So integer using for the only numerical.
Yes. So now one interesting question raised by him, right? So let me write one code here. Okay. Let's see how many will answer. Okay. C, if C is equal to A divided by B. What is the value of C?
One.
What is the value of C? Hmm?
1. 1.
A divided by B.
1.
1.
1. So how many will say 1 here?
0 not showing this.
0.
0. 0 is the right answer. Because it will convert it to decimal, but it will ignore the decimal point because it's an integer. Only it will take the portion of integer, not ceil, not floor. Ceiling is different, right? So you know about max, right? So ceiling means top value. Floor means bottom value. If you are saying 0.5, 0.6, what is the floor value? 1. Ceil value? 0. Here in this case, it will not take decimal points. 0.9 also 0 only. Got it? So here, it will take only integer part of it. So based on your calculation, you need to identify. So what if I want to use decimal points? Which data type I should use? If I want decimal points. Any idea?
Float.
Float. Very good. Float A, float B, then float C. In this case, if I want the decimal points, I will get in decimal points. When I'm running it, 0.66667. Right? So float will have decimal points. Int will not have decimal points. If you are having small list calculations, go with the float. So yesterday class, no one prepared. How many data types are there? What is the sizes of it? Anyone did? What is the size of integer? Huh? 4 bytes. What is the size of byte? 8 bits. Now in this case, 1 byte. Right? What is the size of Boolean?
1 bit.
True or
1
false?
bit.
What is the size?
1 bit.
1 bit. Right? What is 1 GB?
1024 MB.
What is
1024
1 GB?
MB.
1024 MB.
1024
MB.
MB.
MB, megabytes. Right? So what is 1 TB?
1024 GB.
1 GB.
1024
GB.
GB.
Gigabyte.
right? So what is KB? What is
1024
KB?
1024 bytes.
1024
Bytes.
What is 1 byte?
8 bits.
What is 1 bit? 0 or 1. Right?
Binary.
So here also same. So we are having the smallest data type is Boolean. It's most powerful data type. And then we will be having dynamic also. Some, for example, we'll get to know about string, right? So it's a dynamic one. You can give whatever size you want. Okay. size will increase, but you need to understand what is the minimum size of it, right? So here, what is the size of float? What is the size of float?
4 bytes.
Decimal
Four
by 6
bytes.
to 7.
4 bytes. Okay. So I given you, I didn't give yesterday. I given one example also, right? So how to say get the size. So just go and just try to remember it. It's not very important, but I want you to remember. Okay. So data types in Java and its size, right? This one. Yesterday also I opened this, right? Java data type and size. This one is in bits. Okay. So remember, try to remember this. Okay. What are the values it will take? Okay. So float and double is for decimal points. These two are for decimal points. Okay. Long is for bigger size. 8 bytes it will take. If you are having bigger value to be saved, you can go with the long. Right. Int is medium size. Short is little. Byte is smaller. It will take maximum 1 to 8 value only. Understood, right? Now let's do some more operations. Okay. So I will take int m1 is equal to 10, which is m2. What is the average value of these three value? What is the average value? How can write? What is the average value? What is the meaning of average?
Divided by
Divided by
3.
3.
divided by 3, right? So average means what? What is the average salary? Right? So 10 people
Starting
are there.
point to
You need to
ending point.
calculate what is the average salary. So we'll calculate all the total divided by number of people, right? Okay, so like that, you need to calculate. So what is how I can calculate this average value?
10 plus 20 plus 34 divided by 3.
Int m average avg m1 plus m2
M2
plus
plus M3.
m3 divided by 3. Is it correct?
Yes.
Is it correct?
No, sir. Bracket is
Yes.
there, sir.
It's not correct. BODMAS rules again.
Correct.
Divided by will
Bracket.
take precedence. When divided by is taking precedence, what will happen? M3 divided by 3 will happen first. Right? It's wrong. What I need to do? I need to have M1 plus M2 plus M3 with brackets. Then only I can
Yeah.
able to divide it. I should have bracket like this. Okay. So is it correct calculation?
Yes.
Correct calculation? Sure. Sure. Average should have decimal points, but it will not have decimal points. Right? Average with kya there is a chance of decimal points, right? But here I am not getting. So it's also wrong. So how you can do? In this case, if you want this, you can write it as a float.
Float.
Still, it's not a valid because you are calculating by using integers, right? So it will always return integer values only. Even if you are storing in float, see what will happen. Let's see. Let me print it. Actually, it's not 21.0. Where are some decimal points? Why it is missing? Because we are using all integer values, right? At least one float value should be there. Then only it will calculate properly. Or what you need to do is you need to add okay, you need to convert the total value to float. Now you can see the output. Right? Understood? So decimal points, when you are playing with integers, it's a little risky. So you're missing the decimal points. If you want to calculate the decimal points, you should have at least one float value. If you're not having one float value, it will not give you proper value. Then how to handle it? You need to push it to conversion. Please convert to float after calculation and then return back to float value. Got it? The main thing which I'm saying is like practice. If you're practicing, it will feel very easy. If you're not practicing, it will become hell. Okay? So please make sure that whatever you're doing now, tomorrow you should be coming with practice. Otherwise, you will face challenge. Because you're not from, saw like some are not from mathematical background also, right? So they will face a lot of challenges. Even if you're going, this one is a small operations, right? So after that, we are going to calculation, some complex calculations also. Right? So I want you to read little basic maths, right? 7th class is enough. I don't want more than that also. 7th class maths is there, right? Till 7th class mathematics, just try to revise it whenever you are getting them. Mathematical students, I don't care because they till BTech we have to face maths, right? So BTech and even degree, if you are going, maths is a primary subject, then we can play with it. So for me, you can see like till master degree, I'm having maths. So I no need to revise it. But the people who are coming BCom, right? So BCom and BA, so they will be losing connection with maths. Right? I want just basic operation. I'm not going go very deeper. 7th class. Anyhow, even you have your degree, any BCom or something, you will be coming from a 10th class background only, right? So 10th class, 7th class, you will be having maths. Why it is important is like I saw like some of my students who are working in job, they are struggling in maths, right? So they will say just calculate the average and give the value. So they are not able to understand. What I'm saying is like try to work on maths also, 7th class maths. Okay, go with 7th class. How much you can do? Practice it. Not more than 7. More than 7th class, we no need to worry about because based on the situation we can learn. But till 7th class, I would suggest everyone should have hands-on in maths. Okay, try to spend at least half an hour or 1 hour in maths. Now I understand why I did this, right? How you can convert it float, right? So what if I want some more bigger value? Instead of float, what I will do? I will use double. Double will give me more decimal points. Accuracy will increase. See how many size, right? Accuracy will increase. So can anyone tell me what is the value of pi? 22
by 7.
Oh. What is the value of pi?
3.14.
Huh? 22 by 7. Let's do that. All right, 22 by 7. Now, what is the specialty of this number? Is a pi value. Okay, so like that, we'll be having a lot of mathematical calculation where we'll be having decimal points, right? So in that case, what we'll use? We'll use bigger value, bigger precision. We want bigger size, then we'll go with the double. We are having in future, you can learn some more data types which are user defined, which are having कितना भी calculate करें. So you can go with the like 1000, 2000 points also you can go. Like that you can do. Okay. Any questions still here? Someone raised the hand. Any question? Amir?
नो सर, तब से कौन सा बैकग्राउंड आया क्या उसके राइज है यार.
English only. Okay, lower hand. So please use English only because I told you, right? It's very important to have English more than Java. You want to secure your job. English is more important than Java. Okay, communication is more important than. So sometimes what will happen is when we are getting some open questions, right? So even some other requirement for testing also we can push you, right? So the primary thing which we will think like we can have communication. Then you can go in anywhere, right? So Java is for programming, but communication, without communication, even whatever technology, it's difficult to get in. Okay, so speak in English. Okay. So any questions still here? Now let's try some other example. Tell me average of this. How I can write average?
Divided by 4.
Divided by 4. Tell me complete code.
10 plus M1 plus M2 plus M3 plus M4 divided by 4.
AB3 M1 plus M2 plus
Brackets.
yes, right. Divided by
4.
so still it's not correct, right? So we need to convert it to double or something or decimal points, right? So we are good till here, right? Any questions? Any questions? Now I want to write a plus b whole square. How I can do that? A plus b whole square. If I want to print, for example, a is equal to b is equal to 5. I want to write a plus b whole square in C. How I can do that? Tell me. See, the communication is important. If you are fearing to speak here, then speak it. See, I'm not going to kill you, right? Nothing is there with me, right? So why you are fearing? I'm an old guy, right? So you people are stronger than me. So why you're worrying? Tell me.
Int C equal to A square plus B square plus 2AB.
Int C is equal to a square. How will write? A plus b whole square I want. A square plus b square now. How I can write that? Think and tell me.
A plus B into A plus B.
Tell me how. A plus b into a plus b. I know that, right? So how I can write it here? Huh?
A plus B in
A
one bracket.
into B.
No, here I'm having variable here, right? A
Into B.
into b. So where is that operator coming from? Try. So don't create new operators. Whatever we are having, that's enough for us. Extra operators not required.
We are just splitting A plus B into A plus B. With
A
brackets.
plus b. Very good. A plus b into
A plus B.
a plus b. That's it, right? So what is the other way around? If you want to use another way, you know another formula, right? A square plus b square plus 2
2ab.
into a into b. Right? These two are the ways. Why I'm not using brackets here? Any question? Any idea? Because into will take precedence. Right? I need to give brackets. But if you still want to avoid confusion, you can go with brackets. A square, b square, a. Right? Mano, a plus b whole square ka formula. Everyone knows what is the a plus b whole square formula? A square plus b square plus 2ab. That's what I am doing here. These two values should be same now, right? So let's print it. So see so 49 40. Right? So just do the practice with all this variable today. Okay. So now just trying to confuse you. Let's see how many will answer it. Okay. So what will get printed? What value will get printed?
The 35.
Sorry,
35, sir.
35. Two places are there. This is out, right? 2 times it will get printed.
60 and 35.
Huh?
60 and 35.
60 and
35.
now let's find it. 60 and 35. Why it is different? Why the values are different? First time it's printing 60, second time it's printing 35. Why the value is different?
So maybe code running line by line. That's why.
Exactly. So whenever the code is running, it will run line by line. Finally, it will not print. So in this case, if you are seeing what is the value of a here, 10, right? But I overwritten it. Now the a value is not 10. The a value is 30. Then what I'm saying, p is equal to 30. A is equal to 30, b is equal to 30. Now, what is the total here? A plus 30, 30, it will become 60. Then what I did is I modified the b value. Now b value is not 30. B value is 5, but a value is 30. Then again I'm printing it. Right? So value change now. If I'm printing 10 times, it will not be the same value. Variable is keep on changing. Right? For example, if you're having 10 rupees when you're starting from home, right? So till here, if you're coming without spending it, it's 10 rupees only. In between, if you given to someone, the value will get reduced. Right? Same pocket, same money, but if you're removing it, it will get reduced. On the way till you are reaching to VRC, okay, so the value will be remain. There you given 5 rupees for your chocolate or something. So you spend it. So now how much you are having? 5. Before that, after that, 5. Right? So same thing. When you are moving, code will run sequential, one by one, one by one. Right? So whenever you are reaching that, you will be getting the value in that particular level, right? So similarly also, that's why you should not get confused. The same value will keep on changing. For example, if I'm writing here, right? Again, if I'm writing here, now A value is not 30, right? So now what is the value of A plus B?
8.
8. Because the value changing, keep on, every line it's getting changed. Okay, it's sequential order. It will not go from bottom to top, top to bottom. So line by line. Okay. Any questions?
No.
Let me do another last experiment. Okay. So let's see how many people will answer. Okay. So what is the value of A?
A.
Huh? What is the value of A? A के साथ आप integer रख ले को. 0? Sure? No.
1, sir.
It's
Sir,
error.
undefined.
It's error actually. What is the error is? Let me keep the mouse there. Can anyone read it?
The local variable of A may not have been
Not
initialized.
initialized. Child born, but no name. Right? So before name, you cannot able to assign it. Okay. So this one is only when you are able to add the value, then only it will go, error will go now. Right? So without assignment of value, you cannot use it because you don't know what is the value of inside. In future, we are having some concept to automatically initialize it. Ajin kya aate? Bacha paida hone deri. So Babu, Chota, they will call some names. Like that we can do it. But as of now, when you are creating a variable, if you are not assigning any value, right, it will not work. It will show error. Okay. So understand the playing with variables, right? So now one small concept I will tell you and I will close you. Right. So there are two things. Initially, when I am writing, I write like this, right? Right. When I'm running it, what value will print? Hello world. So whenever I'm adding double quotes, right? Here you can see I'm adding double quotes. Right? Double quotes. So only whatever is there, it will get printed. It will not consider what is inside. It will just get printed. Okay. So when I'm adding double quotes, for example, if I'm writing like this, right? Int A is equal to 10. And if I'm writing int A, what is the value of A? What it will print? A. What it will print? A. Because it's not the variable, it's string. So it will, whatever is the double quote, it will get printed. Someone thinks like it will print 10. No. If you're writing in double quote, whatever inside it will get printed. Okay. So if I'm writing, for example, it will get printed. But when I'm removing double quotes, it will print the value of a variable. If I'm writing like this. Right? Double quotes, the difference between this and this is just print whatever I'm having. Both are not same. So when I'm running it, first one is 10, second one is whatever I'm writing in double quotes, it will get printed. But when I'm using variable value directly A, it will get inside value 10. Okay. Now what if I want to print both? I want to print A is equal to 10. Then what I will do is, I'll write A equal to, then I will write plus here. This plus is not a calculation for plus. It is just to differentiate variables. Okay. So now what it will print, A is equal to 5. Because this one is in brackets, right? It will get printed. Outside value, it will print the value of a variable. Got it? Understood? For example, if I want to print A, B, right? So can someone try? Okay. I want to print 10 plus 4 is equal to 14. How I can do that? I want to print 10 plus 4 is equal to, how I can write this out? Tell me. I want to print 10 plus 4 is equal to 14. How I can print that?
We take brackets first.
First brackets. Why brackets? I want
Because we
10 plus
have to-
4, right? So how I can do that?
Sorry. A is equal to plus
A. A means what it will print? 10. Now I want to print plus symbol. Right? I will plus. Here I will write plus. Then B. Understood? So what will happen is when I'm saying A, it will print what?
10.
10. Now I want to print plus symbol. Right? So what I will do, I will use double quotes. Again, if I'm writing in double quotes, what will happen? Whatever is there, it will get printed. Plus, minus, whatever I'm writing, it will get printed. Again, if I'm adding plus, I'm saying B. What is the meaning of B? Directly, B
4.
value. What is the value of B? 4.
4.
Then again, I want to print equal to. Right? Double quotes. Directly equal to will get printed. Then A plus B. What is the value of A plus B? 14. So when you're running it, you can see that. Ten plus 4 is equal to 14. How I want to print, right? So this will be a little confusing because this plus is not a calculation plus. This is called concatenation operator, connecting two values together. Normal plus is for calculation, but this plus is for connecting two values. Okay, so whatever I'm writing in without double quotes, what will happen? It print the value of it. Whatever if I want to print in double quotes, it will add that particular value and we can print it. So any confusions? If you're practicing, you will get initially you will feel like it's a little confusing. Just practice on it. So how you can print the values? Because why I am telling now itself means tomorrow we are going to play with this a lot. So tomorrow we are going to work with conditions, right? So there we are having a lot of things to be printed. For example, if I want to print value of A, value of B, value of C, right? So like that I'm going to print so that you should not get confused. So that's why I want you to understand this particular area. Okay. We'll take 2-3 minutes for questions and we'll close it. Any questions? Any questions? Any different topics also fine. Please feel free. All the questions. I told you, right? So primary, our thing is not only Java. You should be ready, right? So you should be free with me, with among you. So another thing which I'm trying to share the recording, not to avoid classes. Okay. So what will happen is normally, anyhow, we will get the recording class, right? So why you should go in morning? So you will think like that. So I'm not giving you guarantee that I will share you the recordings. Okay, daily I won't share. Initially I am sharing because people keep on joining in classes, right? So at least 1 or 2 weeks, they will keep on joining the classes. Okay, so they will be missing some initial parts. Okay, so I strongly recommend, see, people are much better than me are teaching in YouTube. Only difference me and those people are I'm in front of you, right? You can ask any questions to me and any questions I can speak in your language, right? So I can make yourself understand. We can have a negotiation and discussion. But in YouTube, what will happen? And if you're not understanding, you need to pause and you need to think of it, right? So here you can ask any questions. We'll be having conversation, right? So I strongly recommend you to be offline as much as you can. If I'm in Bangalore, that's a different story. Okay. If I'm in Bangalore, it's very difficult, right? We can have offline, online. But when I'm here, please try to be offline. Okay. Yesterday I saw count was more on online, offline, but it's less now, right? So I want this room to be filled with people. Some are there from little far, I understand, right? They can be online, but I would strongly recommend, because I see as per our history, right? So we started, I am doing this from past 10 years, right? So the result is better in offline. Better in offline means, for example, if you're 10 people are coming, 5 people are getting job in offline, right? Online, only 1 or 2. Why is they will consider like a YouTube channel only, right? So what is the difference? They will listen and they will take rest. They will go to outside also. They cannot be attentive. I'm not saying it's zero results. Some people are there who did well in online also. But what I'm saying is offline is having more impact than online, right? You can ask the question to me. I can see your expressions. You can see my expressions, right? What's happening? We can discuss, right? I can, at least I will understand. You are not understanding. I can repeat it, right? But in online people, I cannot able to identify, right? Even someone is doing homework, I can monitor them. I can correct them, right? But in online, it's very difficult. For 30 people going each and every person and checking is not possible for me. But here, if someone is taking laptop and in front of me, it's easy for me, right? So I strongly recommend to come offline. Okay. So for everyone, so recording is not guaranteed. If I'm feeling like people are getting reduced, I won't share the recording itself. Okay. So please make sure that you will be coming offline and try to attend online. Okay. So no questions.
Can you provide the PDFs?
Sorry, ma.